Hello, this is J.R. Bjornson. Every now and then I am reminded that there are people out there that are losing their vision every day, be it age, eye condition, sometimes just a terrible accident. This video is to remind you and guide you and show you that going blind isn't the end of your life. To go blind doesn't mean your life is over. I've been blind since birth, so I've never really had to grieve the loss of sight, versus some of you might be watching this video right now grieving the loss of your sight. Yeah, I use watching loosely. You're listening to this video, hence why I'm using a glorious high-quality microphone. So, there's technology, there's hope, and there's crowdfunding. Let's get into what I use on the daily basis when it comes to being able to live an otherwise happy-go-lucky normal life, whatever normal is. It's a setting on a dryer. One thing that you're going to love about technology is it's going to be your new best bud when it comes to being blind. The technology that I often use include things like ChatGPT. I love using ChatGPT because I own a stand-up comedy business. And with the stand-up comedy business, I always need help managing events, tickets, social media posts, and a lot of it is sometimes overwhelming for me. So thank you to ChatGPT, I'm able to actually run a successful business, and it doesn't run it for me. I just ask little questions like, hey, how would I sell this ticket? Who can I market this show to? It's also great for taking photos. I'll often take photos and ask the artificial intelligence to describe the photo. What's in the photo? What's going on here? Is my kitchen clean? I can't find the remote. Do you see the remote in this photo? And ChatGPT will often describe to me what's going on. Now, because I use it for more than just photo description, I pay about $24 a month. If you don't want to pay for photo description, but you still would love the power of AI in your pocket, I would recommend another app that I often use called Seeing AI, Seeing AI. And the cool thing about Seeing AI is you can use it to read documents. You can use it to quickly read letters you receive in the mail, like who's the envelope addressed to. You can use it to tell you the colors that are in your environment. It's got also the ability to tell you what bills are in your hand, be it $5 bill, $10 bill, 20, 50, 100, whatever banknotes you have. It can help you read those bills. And there's so much other things it can do. It can do face recognition. Say your family members are around and maybe they're just quiet. Your camera on Seeing AI can tell you who's in your room. Like, it's a big world of opportunities thank you to assistive technology like Seeing AI. Then we have Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes is an iPhone app, and I believe they're on Android now, but Be My Eyes allows you to connect with a sighted volunteer, and the sighted volunteer can help you with every daily thing like picking a matching pair of socks, or hey, can you tell me the cooking instructions on this box of Kraft dinner or noodles or whatever you're cooking? And there's a lot of sighted volunteers out there. I remember when it first launched, I had to wait 5 to 10 minutes to get somebody. Now it's almost instantaneous. There's always people that are wanting to help sighted impaired individuals like myself and maybe one day like you. So Be My Eyes is an amazing app. Next to that, one thing I've been dabbling lately has been the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses from the good people at Meta, Facebook. And with Meta smart glasses, you're able to, again, ask it to describe your environment, ask it what are you looking at. You can use it to connect to Facebook Messenger and say you have a wife, husband, partner. The beauty thing about that is you can connect it to Facebook Messenger and show them the video feed that's going through your glasses so they can see what you can see. It connects your friends to your camera in real time. And I often use my Meta Ray-Ban glasses as a social media machine so I can take photos, videos, really bring my friends along for the day. And it comes with a rechargeable case and costs me about $370. The wonderful people at Sunglass Hut were able to give me a discount And that was amazing of them. The world of technology is absolutely amazing. And I know what you're going through right now is very, very tough. And I'm just letting you know that being blind doesn't mean your world is over. It just means you have to use new technologies and new ways to live your wonderful, great life, because life is still worth living, and you will feel better soon. I was born this way. I was born with only a tiny bit of vision, and some days I still get down in the dumps because it just takes you running into a stop sign. You don't mean to run into it, but sometimes your white cane misses the stop sign and then you run into it. But you know what? Those are just tough days. And I'm very fortunate to be in an amazing relationship with my wife. I have 5 kids, a lovely dog, and I've made it. And if I can make it, imagine what you can do. Let's be honest for a second. All this technology costs a fair amount of money. You can get the iPhone, and then you still have to pay for ChatGPT, and you still have to pay for the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. And you still have to pay for other apps like PixieBot. PixieBot also uses AI technology, and you can take a video of your room and it will describe everything in your room. At the end of the day, the technology is going to be tough to obtain, but not impossible. Let me quickly share with you a story. Back when I worked as a cashier for a lovely Canadian burger chain called Harvey's, I remember I really wanted to be a cashier at Harvey's, and I couldn't read the buttons that you push on the register to order your number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, the combos. And I learned about this thing called a Ruby XL portable CCTV digital magnifier. The Ruby XL was able to make my monitor much bigger for me to see, and I was pushing buttons and knowing where stuff was, and it really opened my opportunities, and I got to live my dream as a cashier working at Harvey's under the amazing staff in Grande Prairie, Alberta, Canada. And I couldn't afford the Ruby XL. What did I do? I turned over to crowdfunding. I was able to ask the people of the internet to help me obtain a goal to raise money for this awesome new device. And within 4 days, we raised $1,000. And I was able to get this new device that made my life so much better. It still works to this day. It's just, it's starting to show its age. And I got to live like the best 2.5 years of my life as a cashier. And why I say it's the best 2 years of my life is because I love working with the public. I love connecting with people. It's a beautiful thing. And that's why I love performing stand-up comedy, because I get to connect with the world. Anyway, you will have to turn to crowdfunding, family members, or save up money while you still have vision, because technology is not cheap, but you can always turn to crowdfunding and you can always ask for help. Maybe a local church that you go to, maybe they can help you fundraise, Churches are a great start, especially if you're in a church already, because the community of most churches, I've come to learn, is welcoming, and, you go see them every Sunday, so I'm sure they would love to help you. A quick reminder that it is okay to grieve the loss of your vision. It is okay for you to be sad, to feel those tears of hopelessness, but you can move forward afterwards. I can only imagine that losing your vision would be like losing a loved one. It's not going to be in your life anymore. They're not going to be in your life anymore. Your new best friends are going to be your ears. Your new best friends are going to be your fingers, because they're going to feel everything. Your hands are going to tell you what the world is like. And I can only imagine what you're going through. I know someone who is about to go through that. I can only imagine how they're going to feel. And all I can do is be hopeful. All I can do is be encouraging. It's actually what inspired this video today. And I just want them and you to know that it is not the end of the world. Life will carry on. You'll adapt. You might not think you can adapt, but I guarantee you, you will adapt. And if you haven't lost your vision yet, start saving up a blind fund. Because what if you make it to the ripe old age of 75 and your vision starts to decline, At least you'll be ready and you'll have this video. And I usually make an updated video once a year, every year, because I'm not going to have my vision back anytime soon. I was born without full vision. If you're still sighted, you have no vision problems, let me remind you to appreciate your vision, appreciate everything you have, because you never know when your vision's going to disappear. And go for a walk, go sightseeing, check out the mountains around your area, and, live. Absolutely live. Go watch a rainstorm. It's raining outside as I'm filming this video. That's why I said that. And go look at flowers. I don't know what it's like to look at flowers, but I know they're colorful, but I can't enjoy them as well as maybe you can. And just enjoy your vision, right? Enjoy it. Love it. Appreciate it. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Because when you can't see, you don't know what you look like. I always shave, because whenever I touch my face, I'm like, you know what? If I shave, I can stay young. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is J.R. Bjornson, your blind creator from Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. And thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing. If you found this video helpful, drop a like. And today's question, I want you to reply to me in the comments down below. Do you know anyone that has gone blind? How was that experience? And also, my favorite question, is it better to be born blind, or is it better to be born with vision and then go blind later on in life? I would love to know your thoughts. Leave them down there in the YouTube comments. And of course, if you're watching the early release video on Patreon, let me know down in the Patreon comments what you feel, how you feel. Would you rather be born blind, or would you still want to be born with vision and unfortunately deal with losing the vision later on in life? My goal is to not have to go back to work and instead to make this as my full-time living. And if you want to help me achieve my dreams, visit patreon.com/TuesdayStories. For $11 a month, you'll have access to early videos like this one. This video was uploaded on a Saturday for the general public, but for my amazing patrons, it was actually released on a Tuesday, a few days earlier. And then Sunday's video actually gets released on Wednesday. And if you want to support my journey as a content creator and somebody who is educating the world on blindness and also just not giving up, that's what I'm here for. And if I can use Patreon to help me pay for my internet bill, help me pay for my cell phone bill, my wife's cell phone bill, our power, gas bills, that would be amazing. If I can get 100 patrons at $11 a month, I would be good. I wouldn't have to look for work. I would spend more time making videos, because when you can't see, finding employment is a little bit more tough. But you know what? That's a whole other video, and I have to write a script for that as well. So